Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Skånen question. We have a question for Kevin. Please raise your hand. Elias Gregory this as the first one.
That's fine. Hi, Caden. It's now been 3 games that the club hasn't managed to score a goal, but the chances are there. Um, what's the feeling like amongst the attackers? And three games left on the road. Is there any kind of optimism left? Nashville.
Yeah, I think there's a calmness to our group right now. You can't panic in these situations. We know we have to be better, but it's also new players, some new tactics, and all the games have been away, so we don't have the fan support as well. Giving us some energy when we need it. So I feel like it's a mix of things that there's no need to panic and take it game by game and hopefully pick up more points here and get a win ultimately. But just keep improving, and it's gonna take a little bit of time. But no need to panic.
Jean-François Théotonio.
Hi, Kaden. You mentioned the fact that you're playing away still. Is it like how does the group feel about it? Is it three more games to play on the road throughout the season? Are you getting not tired, but how much do you want to play back home now?
Yeah, I think it affected us the first couple of games, but now there's nothing we can do about it. We can't. We have to just deal with it, and we're used to it now. So we really have no choice but to go out there and put a good performance in to get some points. So at this point, home or away doesn't matter to us. Just need to do well, and of course, the home opener, we're really looking forward to it. Kind of turn the page a little bit and get back to the football we like playing that you saw at the end of last year.
Maxime Truman.
Hi, Kaden. Thanks for doing this. The team has been playing with Prince Owusu up front for 4 games now. How's the adjustment going on with the new striker like Prince, please?
Yeah, it's a little different profile, so it's gonna take some time, and I haven't been necessarily getting a ton of minutes as well, so I feel like it's I'm still getting used to him. Training. Sometimes I'm with him, sometimes I'm not. So this is kind of the struggle right now is finding that chemistry between us and just me understanding his profile, his positioning. He likes holding the ball up, so sometimes run past him or stay underneath. So it's just these little things that I haven't had a ton of time to work on, and I hope to change that in the near future.
Back to Elias.
Yeah, Caden. As you just mentioned, you haven't started the last 2 games. We did see you training individually a couple weeks ago. Is it a fitness issue? Is it a tactical thing? Can you maybe elaborate a bit more on that lack of minutes?
Yeah, it's no issue with me. I think 2 weeks ago I had a little hamstring thing, but I was good to go for the whole week. And then I don't have the answer for you. Maybe tactical. We play with two strikers as of now, so um, kind of seems like my position isn't in the pitch right now, which is part of it. So I have to just adjust. But yeah, to me, I don't know. I don't know the answer, but just got to keep playing and doing well.
Jean-François.
Yeah, about that. Do you feel like you and maybe the players have the leeway to do mistakes and have the chance to learn from them and get them in this, even though you might not be playing like the way that you want to play?
Yeah, I think we have a long enough leash to make mistakes and try things. But we're not winning games right now, so I feel like we're flipping the page every game and trying to find what works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle being in and out so much. I think trying to create a rhythm, especially on the road in the first 4 games. I haven't started the last two, so just personally for me, it's a little tough for just to get your feet going and your fitness up, like you said, and try to get there.
Maxime.
Did you watch the Americans game against Panama yesterday? And if so, would you have something to say about it?
Yeah, I watched it. Something to say about it. Um, they're in good hands. Pochettino knows exactly what to do when he's put in these situations at the club level, at a very high club level. So they'll be in good hands, and it happens 95th or 94th minute winner. So it's part of the game, but I have full belief in that they're gonna be competing well and getting back to the best.
Any other question for Kieran? No? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
If you have a question for Luca Petrasso. Luca, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thanks for taking the time this morning.
No problem.
Jean-François Théotone, the first question.
Hi, Luca. I think this is the first time we speak, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So you have the 4 start here. Do you feel like you've already grown as a player with this coaching staff? Do you feel like you've learned a lot during those first 4 matches?
Yeah, for sure. I think obviously having the 4 starts in a row is kind of giving me that feel of playing consistently and getting comfortable with the players around me. And I feel like every game and every training week just kind of keep on growing and kind of getting more and more comfortable, especially in that position, and getting used to the players around me. But no, definitely really happy and excited with this group and my progress as well. So just want to keep it going.
So,
Hi, Luca. You started the season off 4 games, maybe not in your most natural position. Didn't look to be the most comfortable thing, but against DC, it looked like you were a lot more comfortable in your role. Do you think you maybe turned a corner in that respect, and how do you continue performances like that in the future?
Good. Nice to meet you as well. Yeah, I think obviously the last game, not just me personally, but as a group, I think we kind of clicked in certain ways and the way we were playing from the back to the front and creating a lot more chances, but kind of keeping the ball more and playing the style that we want to play and what the coaching staff wants us to play. But yeah, I think I felt quite comfortable in that game. The ability for me to obviously in that position to bomb forward and get up the field and to overlap the left wing back or join the attack and get balls into the box is something that I'm kind of used to and want to do and keep adding to my game. So I kind of felt I was a lot more comfortable in doing that part in that game. But overall in the first couple of games, I feel just kind of getting comfortable and used to it, and I really do enjoy that position. So it's just kind of getting that rhythm, and the more and more I keep playing with this group, I think the more and more it'll be better for me.
Hi, Luca. Thanks for your time. We saw you training with Fernando Alvarez as a center back this week. The chemistry seemed good. How much of a challenge is it to maybe play with a new center back this week with Waterman with the Team Canada?
Yeah, I don't think it's that much of a challenge. To be honest, obviously I've been playing with Waterman for most of the preseason and in the first 4 games, but now that he's away, I think whoever steps up in that position, if it's Alvarez, I'm obviously very comfortable to play with him, and I don't think it's too much of a difference, as obviously he's a very good player, and we've been playing with each other for the past 3 months and training and every day and kind of getting used to new players and new positions. So I think that won't be an issue for sure.
Yes.
You mentioned against DC how things were going forward also felt a lot better. Can you talk a bit about your partnership with Dante, because it seemed like the two of you really were on the same page in the opposing half and with the ball?
Yeah, I think me and Dante kind of similar styles where we like to really go forward and kind of use our strengths. So kind of me playing a little bit underneath him and ability to overlap him, or I know that whenever he wants to go forward, he knows that I'm coming around him to join the attack and create 2v1. So that's kind of been good, and we've been playing a lot as well during preseason together. So we kind of had that chemistry going in the first couple of matches in preseason, and then we got to play with each other last game in DC. So I think we kind of saw both of our strengths come out, and obviously for him, he's very, very good at getting up and down the field and coming back to help me when we're defending in that back 5, and the ability for him to get forward and for me to play balls into behind to use his speed and his pace and his ability to go 1v1 is very good for us as a team.
Another question for Luca? Yes.
Yeah, one last question, Luca. Sorry. You got Annie Mukhtar, which seems to be on your side because he's playing on the right a lot this year, and he seems to have refound his form after jumping off a bit last season. How are you guys preparing for a player like that?
Yeah, I think obviously he's a very good player. From playing against him previously, and watching him obviously throughout the league, and he's one of the top players in the league. That's someone that we have to be worried about. Obviously, him and Serge, who are the two main guys up front. But I think we've dealt kind of pretty well with a lot of the front players that we've played with so far in the games. In the first 4 games, especially last game with Benteke, we big credit to Joel and George for doing what they did with him and containing him. And I think we could just go into the same mindset and the same mentality for this game, that we're going to have a challenge and we're going to have to be able to be up for it and deal with it. And I think if we're just on the same page as a group, we'll be able to contain it and then obviously try and capitalize on our chances to score. So definitely excited and looking forward to it.
I think that's it. Thank you, Luca.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Laurent, j'espère que ça va mieux.
Beaucoup mieux, merci Pat.
Bon, tant mieux. Content de te retrouver ce matin.
Merci.
Pour le coach Jean-François Petrasso avec la première question.
Bonjour Laurent.
Bonjour Jean-François, merci. Content de te voir aussi.
Merci, c'est gentil.
Il paraît que tu vas me payer une pizza.
Je peux bien si tu veux, ça me dérange pas de plaisir. J'ai une petite question en fait. Je devrais être ramené il y a un peu plus d'1 an à ta conférence de presse, c'est-à-dire que tu as été annoncé. Tu disais que tu voulais que tes joueurs aient le courage de faire des erreurs. À ce moment-là, tu disais ça en conférence de presse.
Oui.
1 an plus tard, quand on voit que des joueurs sortent et rentrent de la formation, font le voyage pas selon leur performance et peut-être selon ce qu'ils font à l'entraînement, est-ce que cette affirmation-là est encore vraie pour toi, de dire que tu veux qu'ils aient le courage de faire des erreurs?
Totalement. Mon modèle de jeu et ma philosophie et la personne que je veux être, c'est d'encourager à expérimenter, à tenter, à oser, etc., etc. Après, il y a des erreurs, celles qu'on veut être d'accord avec, celles qu'on est tous en accord. Et puis, il y a l'autre côté, c'est, si tu veux parler de décisions que je fais, c'est par rapport, aux performances, 2, au manque d'intention d'essayer d'adhérer au modèle de jeu. Et 3, individuellement, il y a eu des réunions et des travails et même des accords avec les joueurs en question sur quoi apporter dans le jeu, dans l'approche, etc., etc. Et qui, au cas par cas, ne sont pas là. Donc, tu veux, enfin, entre autres, on veut parler de Tom Pierce. On n'a pas parlé de sa prestation à Vancouver. On a juste parlé que le coach ne l'a pas sélectionné. Donc, voilà, je veux bien. Moi, je suis très ouvert et je pense être le plus possible transparent. Mais faut pas confondre les erreurs qu'on accepte à faire sur et en dehors du terrain. Et puis, il y a le manque constant d'intention ou de performance qu'on attend du joueur à un moment donné. Et puis, il y a d'autres joueurs qui travaillent bien et qui méritent aussi leur chance. On a parlé que Dante n'était pas sélectionné la semaine d'avant. Dante était malade pendant 48 heures. Il était non éligible. Donc maintenant, vous avez une liste de blessés ou de malades. Moi, à l'époque, entre guillemets, il y a quelques jours, j'essaie de préserver au mieux les intérêts du club, de l'équipe, des joueurs, pour pas que tout le monde sache trop vite qui est présent, n'est pas présent. J'essaie aussi d'en dire le plus possible. Mais voilà, Dante Silly n'était pas éligible parce qu'il était très malade la semaine d'avant. Et Tom Pierce n'a pas voyagé parce qu'il a performé très loin des standards qu'on attend de lui. C'est tout. Il n'y a pas d'accrochage, il n'y a pas de magique truc. Voilà. J'ai le droit de faire mes choix de temps en temps.
Maxime Courtois.
Salut Laurent, content de te revoir.
Salut Maxime, t'as veillé ma présence, hein?
Oui. On s'est ennuyé. CF Montréal, c'est la 2e équipe qui a inscrit le moins de buts dans la Ligue après New England. Puis ça fait 3 matchs qu'on ne marque pas. Ça fait presque 300 minutes qu'on ne trouve pas le fond des filets. Comment on deal avec ça comme coach? Si on ne veut pas paniquer, est-ce qu'on a un plan? C'est quoi les clés de la solution pour marquer demain à Nashville?
Mais moi, même si je pense qu'on peut être très pertinent sur cette piste ou en transition rapide, Mon modèle spécialement avec ce groupe, ce sera d'essayer de marquer depuis qu'on a le ballon dans les pieds de José Roy. Je pense que ça reste notre plus efficace option d'arriver devant le but. Après, bien sûr qu'il y a énormément de choses à travailler, notamment les plays de combinaison dans le dernier tiers ou le service, les types de services dans la boîte. Mais la façon dont on va manipuler le ballon et l'adversaire va dicter le nombre de joueurs qu'on arrivera à amener dans la boxe. Et donc j'en suis vraiment là. Après, quand on touche le poteau, quand on ne connecte pas la dernière passe, parce qu'il manque une petite justesse de nuance dans le geste, c'est des choses qui se travaillent et qu'on essaie de faire voir aux joueurs, le dernier petit déplacement, la dernière petite passe. Mais moi, je suis vraiment focalisé sur les trois quarts du travail pour arriver dans ces situations-là. Après, ce que j'ai un peu lamenté le dernier match, c'est qu'on me dit que on a été lucky parce que l'équipe adverse a été appelée quand ils font main. Donc l'équipe adverse qui fait main, on a été lucky. Et nous, quand on touche le crossbar 2 fois, on n'en parle pas. Donc voilà, c'était un petit peu pourquoi j'étais un petit peu fatigué après la conférence. Mais bien sûr qu'on doit mieux faire, mais les gars se procurent des occasions. Il manque un peu de réussite et peut-être de fraîcheur mentale pour avoir des idées claires.
Bien, Jean-François.
Oui, merci. Et merci Laurent pour cette réponse et pour ces explications, c'est très apprécié. Pour faire suite un peu à la question que je te posais, la réponse que tu as donnée, on vient de parler à Caden Clark qui disait que c'était un peu difficile d'avoir un rythme de match en match quand tu n'as pas les minutes régulières, par exemple. Qu'est-ce qui explique peut-être ça? On avait vu qu'il y avait une très belle fin de saison dernière. Est-ce que c'est ce qui donne dans l'entraînement qui explique un peu ça? C'est ce qui donne en performance pendant les matchs? Qu'est-ce qui explique un peu le statut de Caden Clark dans ce début de saison?
Mais on n'a pas manqué de souligner les circonstances du retour de Caden pour plein de différentes raisons hors terrain. C'est pas évident pour un jeune de son âge. En plus, il a eu à dealer avec quelques petits soucis. Il n'a pas pu malheureusement avoir la performance qu'il aurait voulu, qu'on aurait tous voulu de lui ou de l'équipe à Minnesota. Et après, je répète, entre le fait que vous savez pas tout, mais par à coup, le joueur n'a pas pu s'entraîner toute la semaine qui a suivi. C'était la semaine juste après Minnesota, donc il me semble que c'était Vancouver, c'est ça? Donc le joueur n'a pas pu s'entraîner. On essaye de pas trop en parler non plus parce qu'au final, il a pu faire l'équipe, mais en plus, on veut pas trop divulguer nos cartes trop tôt au monde extérieur. Donc il a lui-même du mal à avoir sa propre continuité. Après, le coach a choisi dernièrement un modèle un petit peu plus axé sur un 5-3-2. Donc c'était un petit peu l'idée. Donc oui, il y a un peu de tout ce qui a été dit de la part de Caden et il y a une part de ce que je viens de dire aussi.
In English, yes?
Merci, Pat. Hi, Laurent.
Hi.
Nashville has a quite similar back line to DC, I find, in terms of just, the way they play and maybe the physical attributes. Do you think maybe Caden's pace can help unlock that? Because we saw Prince's older play, he was very strong. And Caden talked a bit about how, he was looking forward to playing with Prince a little bit more because of those specific qualities. And, like you talked about earlier, it's been 300 minutes without a goal. Do you think maybe changing it up could prove fruitful?
I didn't understand the last part. There's a lot of questions. But Caden, sure, is going to be an interesting weapon, like he showed the last few minutes at DC. And yeah, he's capable, of course, of be a real complemental weapon next to Prince.
Maxime?
Oui, Laurent, je te questionnerai pas sur toutes les blessures. Il y en a beaucoup, là. Cette semaine, Jalen Neal s'est entraîné avec le groupe avec opposition à toutes les séances. Il avait l'air à l'aise. De l'extérieur, il avait l'air d'un gars presque prêt à jouer. Il ne jouera pas ce week-end. Est-ce qu'on est très confiant? Qu'est-ce que tu peux nous dire sur Jalen Neal? Il semble avoir énormément progressé cette semaine.
Tu sais, chaque département doit cocher des box. Donc, il y a le medical department. Après, il y a le performance department. Et avant qu'il arrive vers nous. Donc, ça peut être prêté à confusion quand on regarde à l'extérieur. Mais tant que le joueur n'a pas été soumis à une certaine dose et soumis son corps à une certaine dose d'intensité, de sprint ou de distance parcourue, etc., ou de changement de direction, on ne peut pas le soumettre à une intensité de match trop tôt. Donc, pour l'instant, c'est encore un peu tôt, tant qu'il n'a pas vu qu'il a été arrêté un long moment. Donc, après, si tu as arrêté juste une semaine, c'est pas la même chose. Donc, il a évolué très bien, mais on doit rester un peu prudent et on espère qu'il va pouvoir continuer sa progression.
Back to Elias.
Yeah, against DC, it seems like defensively you guys turned a corner. It looked like a very confident performance in the way you handled that specific kind of threat. For a game against Nashville, where you have, again, similar offensive danger, and you have players that are in form, how are you hoping to handle that, especially when you're missing someone like Joel?
Yeah, well, we try to prepare everyone to be as ready as possible. It is certain that it's not easy to have to deal with the. We like to mention that I change a few pairs, trios, and lineups, but at times performance dictates, tactic dictates, and a lot of time also player availabilities dictates when the player is not in a position to compete or train the whole week, put the coach in not the best conditions. But yeah, there's a lot of aspect that it's not easy to deal with for the guys, and we try to make the best we can. And between the travels left and right, the turf and Marivic, now the turf at Nutrile, which is different. It's not easy for the guys. We try to prepare the best we can and have the best strategy to make the guys in the most successful way possible, and thinking of also with the second half, because a lot of time finishing the game strong is important.
On revient avec une dernière question en français de Jean-François.
Oui, en fait, si on parle de défense, s'il y a un joueur à qui tu fais confiance cette saison, c'est Petrasso. Qu'est-ce que tu aimes particulièrement chez lui qui explique qu'il est sélectionné à tous les matchs comme ça?
C'est sa mobilité, versatilité, sa capacité à se projeter par la course ou par le dribble de très loin et de se positionner en support ou en position de centre. Je pense qu'il n'a pas encore. Il commence à prendre confiance, mais il n'a pas encore exploité on va dire le potentiel et la liberté qu'on peut lui donner offensivement en handball. Et je ne pense pas que l'équipe encore ait profité de ce qui peut nous amener aussi dans le dernier tiers. Donc voilà, et il fait un job plus que correct défensivement. On l'a vu à Atlanta, entre autres. Donc il apporte beaucoup de versatilité et d'options dans le jeu, et j'espère qu'on va en tirer profit au niveau comptable.
Voilà, merci. Merci Laurent.
Merci.